Hey there! Are you the new production assistant?
Me? Oh, yeah.
I could really use some help here behind the bar. What do you say to taking care of a few of these smoothie orders?
Well, sure. Why not? This should be the perfect opportunity to hear some local gossip.
Have they put dog biscuits on the menu yet?
They say the first Pharaoh director was so obsessed with ancient Egypt that he'd sleep on the set instead of going home.
Maybe he slept on the set because his wife kicked him out of the house.
No, he was happily married. That's what drove Lois Manson bonkers.
I've been stuck in this Anubis head ever since Tatiana quit. It's no fun getting all your nutrition through a straw, let me tell ya.
You hear about the black cat?
What about it?
The first AD saw it run out from behind the scaffolding just before it collapsed.
You know who I can't stand? The snake wrangler guy.
The snake sure seemed to like him.
Which is exactly why I don't.
I heard when that snake bit Lois Madsen, she didn't so much as gasp. It killed her so quick.
Did you know that Lois Manson's body was buried along with your...
Alone. Our fearless director over there sure looks happy.
It's the rattlesnake he's drinking. Can't get enough of them.
What's in those things anyway?
Blueberries, orange slices, and peanut butter. Always served with a snake rattle swizzle stick. You ever want to have a nice long chat with George Jackson? Just put a rattlesnake down in front of him and it'll open right up.
That's a good tip. I need to meet George Jackson. One rattlesnake smoothie for George. Coming right up.
Ah, there we go. My favourite thirst quencher. You must be the new production assistant, Nancy Drew. I'm George Jackson, director of films, lover of rattlesnakes.
I hear Arthur Hitchens is...
Did that make sense to you?
I hear Arthur Hitchens is really making you angry these days.
That's not true. I swear if the members of this crew were half as good at working as they are at spreading rumours, we would have wrapped this picture 2 weeks ago. I don't know who told you that, but Arthur Hitchens and I get along just fine.
Will your version of Pharaoh be similar to the original Pharaoh movie?
My film will be nothing like the cheesy, overwrought monstrosity classic studio spewed out 75 years ago. My Pharaoh will be spectacular in every sense of the word. I do intend to shoot the climactic death scene in exactly the same way, shot for shot, as the original director. You know, as a kind of intellectual exercise, but even then, I guarantee you there will be no mistaking my work for his.
I hear Ida... I hear Ida can be hard to work with.
Directing Ida has been a challenge, but fortunately I love challenges. Thus I love Ida, every self-centered, scatterbrained, ophidiophobic square inch of her.
Ophidiophobic?
She's afraid of snakes, something she conveniently failed to mention until after she'd signed a contract. See, the climax of the film happens when her character, Nefertiti, tries to murder someone using a poisonous snake, which means to shoot that scene, Ida has to be ready, willing and able to hold a live snake. Non-poisonous, of course.
What if she won't do it?
Oh, she'll do it. Like it or not, Ida is going to do that final scene just like it was done in the original.
Why do you think this production of Pharaoh is... Why is this production having so many accidents?
Molly McKenna, the mad course cutter. It's her fault. Anytime you have a producer whose first concern is money and last concern is safety, what do you get? Accidents.
So you don't believe? You don't believe in any curse?
All I know is... sometimes it seems like that lady is deliberately trying to sabotage her own shoot.
I'll let you get back to your rattlesnake.
For that, I thank you.
I'd sure like to get Arthur's take on all this. Maybe I'll head over to his office. Looks like Arthur isn't here, which means it's a good time to snoop for that decoder. Now I can see which buttons have fingerprints on them. I just need to figure out which buttons get pressed first. All right, got it open. This must be the decoder that was missing from that crate on the set. I bet each hieroglyph in the note represents one letter of the alphabet. I just need to match letters with hieroglyphs. Hey, there's a voicemail. Maybe I should check up on who's been calling Arthur.
Hi, Arthur, it's me. I was just wondering if you needed to talk. You know my number.
I take it you're Arthur Hitchens?
That I am, Nancy. No need to apologize for breaking into my office. It's exactly what I was hoping you'd do. It proves that you are indeed up to the task at hand, which, unbeknownst to Ms. McKenna, is the real reason I suggested she hire you. Here, I'd like you to have this. I found it in the janitor's closet. It's an old lock-picking kit. Take it.
Great, I bet this'll come in handy. I hear you intend to build... I hear you intend to build another theme park right here.
That's correct. The fact that a promising starlet died while shooting a movie here, the fact that the set was buried immediately after the film wrapped, the fact that a new version of the very same movie is being filmed in the very same place. Combine these elements with state-of-the-art attractions, and I believe the public will flock to Pharaohland by the thousands.
When you said the real reason I was hired, it wasn't to investigate all the accidents, was it?
Few people know this, but the version of Pharaoh that was shown in theaters back in 1937 was not the version the director shot. Much of his footage, the scene in which poor Lois Manson met her demise in particular, was somehow lost. Were it to be found, it would be incredibly valuable publicity for my version of the movie.
And you'd like me to try to find it?
Correct. I have reason to believe that the director hid the missing footage somewhere on the set of the original movie just before the studio bulldozed over it. If that footage really is down there, Nancy, I want it.
That director, was his name by any chance?
You lost me. Maybe you should go lie down. Maybe you should go lie down.
Was his name Z.B. Collingwood?
Yes, that is correct. I think whoever's been causing these accidents is trying to shut down my production so they can look for Collingwood's lost footage. Nancy, I think you have what it takes to find this lost footage. I suggest you head over to the Hotel Maltese. I'm keeping the cast and crew there with strict orders not to talk to the media. I suggest you start your investigation in Ms. McKenna's room.
Your producer, Molly? She's a suspect?
Make no mistake, Ms. Drew. Everyone is a suspect.
It looks like there are hieroglyphs all along the edges of this old movie poster. Let's see if I can decipher them. What in the world does Neja Haje mean? Wait, I need to figure out Molly's room number before I go up. Aha! Molly's staying in room 614. But there's no key for room 614 here. It's a good thing I have that lock-picking kit. Yes! Gosh, Molly is researching the lost film footage. I'd better let Arthur know.
Hello, Nancy. Are you making progress?
You may be right about Molly McKenna. I checked out her laptop, and the last website Molly visited was...
Maybe you should go lie down.
The website she visited was Pharaoh Files. She definitely knows about the lost footage.
The Pharaoh Files. Nothing but a gossip board for misguided conspiracy theorists. But yes, that proves Molly is aware of the existence of the footage. And because she has more access to the set than anyone, causing accidents would be child's play for her. She seems to spend an inordinate amount of time in the prop room on the upper level of the soundstage. Perhaps it's time someone found out why she always keeps it locked.
One other thing. In his letter, why did George...
Sorry?
accuse you of lying?
I've invested every cent I have in this project. I'm doing everything I can to avoid bankruptcy. So I was forced to pull a few strings to get George to direct this film for as little pay as possible. The prop room awaits, Ms. Drew.
Yikes! What's all this glass doing here? I should probably pick it up before going to the prop room. Uh-oh, looks like someone beat me to the punch when it comes to investigating this prop room. Hey, what's this on the floor? Whoever broke in sure trashed the place. I guess I'll clean and look for evidence. There, all clean. Hannah would be proud.
Nancy? What are you doing in here? And what did you do to the door?
It wasn't me. It was like that when I got here. Somebody must have broken in earlier tonight.
Why would somebody break in? There's nothing valuable in here.
If there's nothing valuable in here, why was the room locked?
Because film crews have notoriously sticky fingers, that's why. Besides, I store Flashboom in here. That's a pyrotech we use for special effects.
I saw a crate of flash boom. It was completely empty.
That's not good. That stuff can also be used as an explosive.
Who knew it was in here?
Well, let's see. Everyone?
I checked out the scaffolding. I found... I found a bolt that was shaved off and a bead from Ida's costume.
Shaved off? If the scaffolding collapsed because someone tampered with the bolts, that means these accidents aren't accidents at all. But Ida can't be causing them. She has the mental capacity of a grapefruit.
Whoever broke in wrecked the security camera too, or tried to. The chip that was inside the camera.
You lost me.
The chip was still intact. Is the editing room here equipped to play back video that was recorded digitally?
Of course.
I need to see what's on that chip. It could give us a look at our burglar.
The editing room's all yours. Just be sure to check out Ida's locker when you're done. She might be a better actress than I thought.